Hello, Deb. Hello, Felix.
What's up?
All
How
right.
you doing?
Hi. We are live. We have everybody that donated 20 or more. They are in chat right now. They're jumping in with us. But in the interest of time, I'm going to go ahead and fire this bad boy up here. First of all, thank you to everybody who joined us for the reunion. Thank you to everybody who gave and is here now with us for the Q&A. I know we're running just a little bit behind. Huge storm on the East Coast of New York, which is where we're running our internet out of. Sometimes in the world of virtual things, it is difficult or you run into issues. And I'm so sorry that happened, but I hope everybody had a great time in the reunion, and we can't wait to get to some of your questions. We took a lot that were submitted off of social media, off of Twitter, off of Instagram. I gathered a bunch of them. I have sheets and sheets of questions here, so we're going to answer what we can, and we're going to be very mindful of everybody out there in the world. I know we have people worldwide. I think people set their alarms for 3:30 a.m. like over in Ireland or the middle of the night in Europe to jump on with us. So thank you everybody out there for that. So let's just fire this up. Let's just see what we got and see how far we can go before this Zoom kicks us off. Let's see. I'm going to start with an easy one. This was one that I think is a great icebreaker. It was submitted by somebody on Twitter at Marco_TKB. If you were a candle, what scent would you be? Who wants to start? I'll start. I think most people would say vanilla. I'm fine with that. Scott Porter, vanilla, regular guy. I'm good with it. Nice sweet scent. It's easy on the nose. So that's me, vanilla.
I love a good, is it bergamot? 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 I like that candle, but I feel like I would be a citrus candle though, if I was a candle. Probably smell like an orange.
I'm going sandalwood. Sandalwood is my favorite.
I'll say
like it.
the campfire. I'm a warm individual. I don't know.
How often do you go camping a lot, Sarah?
No.
Buddy.
I'm gonna say probably like red velvet. It's my favorite, and I've smelt one before, and I've just never been able to get the scent out of my mind. I'd probably be like a red velvet candle.
Oh my God. I love that.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be I feel like Jen's talking, but she's muted.
Oh, no, I got it. Thank you. Bless.
You did.
Really interesting stuff I was saying. Now, I think I would be vanilla also, but then there would be something else in there. There'd be like grapefruit. It's like, ooh, she's a little tiny.
I'm gonna go with like cinnamon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A little spicy, but also pleasant.
Yeah. I would be an unscented, all natural, like soy candle, because I'm allergic to all scents and broke out in hives when I went to Yankee Candle. So.
Oh.
I'd be mom's home cooking, whatever your favorite mom's dish is.
Great.
Oh, actually, mine would be chicken curry and rice.
I need to stop by your fam's house for dinner for season 2. You invited me in season 1. I need to actually go out there with you.
Dude, you are welcome anytime, every day of the week.
Oh my man.
My mom would be thrilled.
I can't wait. Okay. Another question that was asked, I be me, you be you 12 on Twitter, and Caitlin R. Harmon on Instagram asked, if you could play any other character on the show, which character would you want to play? And for Sarah and Deb, which character would you want to be? And I think this was interesting too, because I think, Tony, am I right in saying that you didn't audition for Ginny first? Is that right? Did you audition for a different role first?
I didn't.
You didn't. Who auditioned for a different role?
Katie Douglas auditioned for Maxine.
Katie, okay, got it. So Abby auditioned for Maxine. Got it. So if you could play any other character on the show, which would it be? Let's
Georgia. I'd love
Felix
to
would
play
want to play
Georgia.
Georgia.
I think it would be a challenge. No change. I just me as Georgia.
I would definitely be Maxine. This is my vibe.
My vibe.
It's your
Yes.
vibe.
I love it.
I would want to be Nick.
Maxine, but I feel like only Sarah can be Max. It's impossible.
Yeah.
She makes it look so easy, and it is such a hard role. And Sarah, you make it look so effortless. It's so beautiful, and it just looks like so much fun.
That's
I
so
want to be Nick.
true. Yeah. I don't know who I'd like. Honestly, that's one of my favorite things about the show is that every character is so interesting and funny in their own way. I'd love to play Joe. I feel like his one-liners are hilarious. So maybe I'd say Joe.
Okay. I don't know that I want to play anyone else. I think I would just go Joe or bust. I'd want to be on the show, but I'd just be there, but not anyone else besides Joe.
Joe or bust. Sarah, Deb, any character you'd want to do? You'd want to play? You'd want to be?
I'm sorry. I feel like we nailed our characters, Patron of the Arts, number 1 and 2.
I know.
So,
We have done
Oh my
better.
gosh.
And
How many
did
texts
you
have you
all
gotten?
know?
How many texts have you gotten from friends from that scene? How many times do you have that picture in your phone of people taking a picture of the two of you walking in to Sing Sing?
you're assuming that any of them beat us to us sending that text out to everyone.
To be fair, we put out hints like, hey, there might be a shot of us, but some people had a hard time, had to watch it a couple times. But a lot of people were like, oh my God. But my favorite was when Sarah posted on her Instagram, she cropped me out. And I was like, what happened? What's up with the crop? What happened? Why you crop? So rude. Why you cropping me out? Patron of the Arts 1 and 2. That was a big day for us.
Hey, I thought you played those roles with much aplomb, if I could
Thank
say.
Thank you.
All right. Was that everybody? Did everybody get in? Tony, did I hear your answer?
Yeah. I said Nick.
Nick.
Or
oh,
Maddie.
that's-
Maddie's cool. Maddie's fun.
Maddie's cool too.
Oh, Maddie is a good time. Okay. Sorry, breaking these down here. All right. Let's move on. Let's see. There's one specifically for Brianne. What parts of Georgia's personality would you like to have in real life? Is there anything that's different from you that you see in Georgia that you're like, oh, I wish I had that in me?
Pretty much everything. This woman's really knows what she's doing. I think one of my favorite things about Georgia, because I tend to be a rule follower, Georgia is so not a rule follower. It's just so liberating. And I love that about her.
Oh, that's awesome. That question came from Maria Ale 3011 on Twitter. I want to make sure I give everybody shout outs that sent these questions in. A lot of them are in chat with us right now. And thank you again to everybody who gave tonight and everybody who is here tonight. Every dollar that you gave goes to an incredible cause, something very personal to me. And it's going to help a lot of people out there. If there was a musical themed episode, what musical would you want it to be? Yeah, that's a question that came across that I thought was a lot of fun. That came from Esme Song on Twitter. If we did a musical episode of the show, what musical do you think would play nice with Ginny and Georgia? Jen.
La La Land, but Wellsbury.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do like a thing with the cars on Main Street. Come on.
Oh my
Marcus
God.
hiding in a corner somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. This was just on again, but Mamma Mia, like there's just some interesting parallels there, you know.
A lot of fun.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I know why. It just came to my head, and I can kind of picture it. I can kind of picture it like a Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
You have such a depth of things that you have watched, Diesel. It's blowing me away. I'm learning something about you tonight. You have watched a lot of things. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, huh?
Would that be like Ginny and Austin in the car, like flying away? That'd be quite funny.
I'm surprised nobody said Wicked. I like Wicked for Ginny and Georgia.
Georgia's the witch.
What?
Georgia's the witch and Wicked.
Brie, are you gonna take that?
I mean, Elphaba's the good guy. Elphaba's the good guy. She's the one that does what needs to get done, and she's the one that does what needs to get done, and she does it for the people she cares for. So yeah, Elphaba works for Georgia for sure.
We should do the Lion King.
That would be incredible.
Just like think about it. It doesn't have to make sense.
Ray,
Andre, please?
do you have any thoughts on us doing the Lion King, Ray? Any particular thoughts from you?
Partial to the Lion King, a little biased. Yeah, that could work. Lion King could work. Ray could work.
Are you gonna elaborate or no?
I think people know, or maybe they don't. I played Simba in the Lion King. It was my first ever gig and changed my life. One of the best things that ever happened to me.
There you go. It's fate.
I just saw a question in chat, and because Diesel said that he watched 10 seasons of Friends, Carly Roberts asked what everybody's favorite Friends character was. I don't know if everybody's seen Friends, but for anybody who has seen Friends, and I want to start with Diesel, who was your favorite Friends character?
It's really hard, like really, really hard. Me and Mom have always been like, it's out of Ross, Chandler, and Phoebe, because Ross doesn't mean to do anything, but it's still funny. Chandler really means to do it in like a sarcastic way, and it's hilarious. And then Phoebe's just like dumb funny. I can't really choose, but it's out of Chandler, Phoebe, and Ross.
Okay. You hit on one of mine. I'm a Ross fan. Ross is my favorite. Who else has watched Friends in our cast? Anybody else?
Yeah,
I've
Never heard of it. What
is it? No,
Could it be any more obscure?
Yeah. No, I like Shenandler or Bong. He's my favorite.
What's her name? Regina Phalange.
Oh my God. I like Monica a lot. I don't know why. I just really love Monica. And I really like Chandler too.
David Cameron is unreal. Like, having watched it years and years later now, he's astounding. He always annoyed me when I was a kid watching it, but he's an incredible comedic actor.
Yeah.
And he was in Band of Brothers and was like very good there too. I like him.
Sarah, you raised your hand. Who is your favorite character?
I was gonna laugh because when Diesel was like, "It's gotta be between," I thought he was gonna list all 6, and I was gonna. It's between Chandler and Phoebe, because I mean I haven't had a lot of female comedic role models growing up, and I think that was one of my very first ones. So I think I'm more leaning to Phoebe. She was great.
I'm a Phoebe girl with smelly cat.
Oh my God.
Beautiful.
All right, we're gonna switch gears here. Somebody in chat, Bella Braga, said, "I made a painting on my wall inspired by Marcus's room," and we had a question online. Somebody asked who actually painted some of the art on one of the walls. I got to find it here. Did Marcus have a painting of Ginny? Who actually painted that?
Who actually painted? Well, there was the actual painting of Ginny that you gave her. It was someone in our art department named Michelle, who also had a little side hustle with the band, the karaoke band. The same Michelle.
Yes.
She drew that.
That's awesome. Yeah, the question was specifically who really painted Marcus's portrait of Ginny. So that is your answer, and that came from Stina Bueno on Instagram. And Bella in chat wants to know who did the eye painting though. Who painted the eye painting on the wall?
The truth is it was off of the internet.
Don't ruin the magic.
We're pulling the curtain. It's Wizard of Oz. Is something that they, it was Marcus in real life.
I painted it. Me.
Marcus in real life. Come on.
It was a green screen, digitally CGI After Effect. Wasn't
But I
a
will
real
say
painting.
this, it was something cool, but our art department did blow it up and add to it. So it was built upon, beautifully done, our art department. Thank you, Ginny and Georgia art department.
Yes, that's awesome.
I remember
Felix?
someone kind of pointing, was it with that eye? Is that Ginny's eye? Am I just pulling that from somewhere? Because maybe I am.
I've never
Let's say that it is.
I've never seen that as Ginny's eye. I'm curious what you
That'd
think.
be super
Felix.
creepy if it was.
Yeah,
It would be.
I
And
agree,
it's a lot.
100%.
It's too much. Forget I said it. Don't worry about it.
It would be stalker territory, but it
would be. Clemson. Yeah, no, you're right.
That's so funny.
I feel like all the rooms are so, like, the attention to detail in the bedrooms on this show, or all of the rooms on this show it's so incredible. I haven't quite seen Set Deck like nail it. Like, I think, Sarah, I don't know if the world knows that you have Georgia's living room like in a room in your actual house, right? Don't you like have art on the wall from?
Oh, so Benno did our sets, the most incredible artist to ever breathe. And then my cousin Rachel, who is also an incredible artist and has an amazing attention to detail, and I feel like should go into this. Whatever, I'm getting off track. She mimicked the sets for a drop party in my living room. So my living room currently is literally Georgia Miller's living room. Like the pink couch, the cactus, the cows with the different Technicolor, like that's all downstairs right now.
You have the hideaway area in your closet too, right? Like where you keep all of your secret possessions.
Yes, my Deadeye jacket is in there, ready to go.
All your guns.
Yeah, guns, money, all that good stuff.
Dead bodies, but yeah.
And I feel like all of us would like to take a part of the show and put it in our own house. Like that's how cozy all of these rooms were. I know Maxine's room is ridiculously cool.
She has like these theater seats, like from like movie or like auditorium seats in her room, and I was staring at them. I was like, so would anyone notice if I took them? How do I get them back to America? How does this work?
And it reflects like Maxine's kinetic energy too. Like it nails her energy so bad. What were you going to say, Sarah?
There's a great spot in the room that I don't know if it's ever been seen, but it's like a little drawing of a little escape hatch, and it says emergency, but it's not a real door, so it's like you can't escape your problems, idiot.
I think it was even cuter than that. It was like use in case of a bad day or something.
Yeah,
even cuter. Like
I was like, that's genius.
I also love the swing in Maxine's bedroom. Like that's my favorite. Your swing.
I like the window, the window seat, the bench.
The bitch relax pillows are also like so iconic because you can do bitch relax or you can do relax bitch. Like, it's up to you.
It's versatile.
World's your oyster.
I would always really change it to bitch relax whenever I was on.
A lot of people in chat are saying they saw that escape hatch. They love that pillow as well. But in keeping on the theme of Maxine being a ball of energy, at L. Howie Peach, which a lot of these accounts are named after characters or actors from the show. So just to let everybody know, but at L. Howie Peach on Instagram wanted to know specifically from Sarah, what is it like playing Maxine with all that energy all the time? If they had to do it, they would probably pass out. So how do you get through all that like frenetic, fast talking, high energy, high octane stuff every single day?
Honestly, I was so energized by the people around me, so it didn't really feel that crazy to me. But also, and I'm sure many of you have seen me doing this before a take, I would like do laps around the room. I would run in circles. I would like do jumping jacks, and that's how I kind of like got my heart rate up, because I don't think you can be max if your heart rate's not at like 100 70 beats per minute. So it's the best ever. It's the most explosive, exciting, challenging role I've ever had, and obviously the most rewarding. So I'm sure a lot of people would. You do great, okay? Whoever asked that question, you do great. You wouldn't pass out. You'd be fine.
You would do great. Speaking of having to have a lot of energy to get through a day, one of our cast members has to deal with something that the rest of us don't have to deal with, and that is school while still working. Well, I guess Sarah was going to school actually, finishing up, but somebody has to go to school like on set. And so this question's for Diesel. How do you manage school and filming all at the same time when you're away from home, especially?
Well, it's so like child actors, when they film, they get like a tutor in, and when it was a day like that we weren't filming, they would just like come to where we were staying, and then when it was filming, they would come to my trailer for like, what was I think it was like 2 hours or something, 3 hours. But the thing about tutoring is, like, first of all, it's not as fun as like actually going to school. Second of all, when I've just gotten there and I'm really jet lagged, especially with because I went to Atlanta to film something in the middle of COVID and stuff, because of like quarantine and stuff, they really bank hours like straight away. So when I went on set for like 3 days, we wouldn't have to really do it. I was like, normally in Australia, I get up at like 4 a.m. and just like get dressed or whatever. But because I was jet lagged, by the middle of the night, I was so tired, and we had to do like 6 hours a day, and I was like, oh my god. I was low-key like on the Zoom putting the video camera off and like kind of like trying to go to sleep without them knowing. And then every once in a while, because I wouldn't be speaking, I'd be like, hey, are you okay? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm here. But yeah, so yeah.
And let me ask you a question about school. One more question about school here, Diesel. Are you skipping school to be on this stream with us right now? Okay. Before we get anybody in trouble, let's switch to a different kind of trouble. Somebody out there asked about pranks that happened while we were filming. If anybody pulled off any great pranks, or if anybody was specifically a prankster in the cast or the crew. Does anybody have any prank stories or know of anybody that was pulling pranks on each other?
I have.
Diesel.
Honestly, Tony obviously didn't do this on purpose. This is my comeback of her telling everyone I vomited.
No.
Tony doesn't eat Oreos properly. You know, she like breaks it apart, licks the cream off, and just puts it back in the packet. And then my mum went to get one day and ate one of her licked Oreos.
Just pre-COVID, guys. It's fine. Wow.
It was like a prank, and it wasn't like on purpose. And that's always going to be my backup story for whenever Tony says, oh yeah, Diesel vomited, which I didn't.
Well,
So.
Okay.
there you go.
Okay.
Anybody else? Any other
deserve
pranks? Did anybody? I wasn't around for a lot of, especially like the big scenes. Like we talked about how everybody loved their rooms. I hated my office, but that's the only.
You hated the mayor's office?
Everybody hated the mayor's office. It's a
Or is it
pain
the
to film
fluorescent
in.
lights?
It's tough to film in. Like they can't
Yeah.
break out the walls, and it's kind of like small, but that's like where most of my scenes happen. What were you going to say? One of the PAs did what, Tony?
I was gonna say we love Devin, but she would. I love her so much. She would like scare me, like jump scare. I'm easy to scare. Let's face it. And so I got back at her during the Halloween episode because there was like an empty freezer that was not plugged in, like an ice box next to Brody's basement, and we had to like switch sets or whatever. And everyone was leaving. And I just like decided to hop into the freezer and like close the lid a little bit because I knew Devin was coming around the corner. And as soon as she did, I like jumped out and I screamed at her. And the look on her face, it was just a moment of pure, like that is permanently snapshot into my head for the rest of my life. And no one knows who that is, Devin, but she's wonderful and made things go smoothly for us, and love her to bits. But
she would scare the
Mason,
crap out of me every morning.
She would scare everybody.
Yeah, she'd be hiding behind, like I started to walk into set like very slowly, like kind of in slow motion, looking around corners, doors, like where's she gonna be? And every morning without fail.
Mason was a bit of a trickster too.
I remember hearing you scared Devin and thinking someone had been murdered on set. The screams were pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I didn't see a lot of pranking, but one thing I just want to tell people that we did do well. For example, during like sophomore sleepover and Halloween, we had a lot of like accoutrement, like helmets and things, and I was constantly wearing like Viking horns. Like everyone was in various hats, and like for Ginny's birthday party, like we were always in sort of costume, doing very serious work, at Video Village, and there's lots of pictures of us wearing ridiculous clothing. So that was fun of us. Yeah.
Gavin, our DP, had a particularly jaunty light up mushroom hat.
That was sick.
And when he wore it, we called him Mavin, Mushroom Gavin. Yep. And we would always make jokes like, oh, thank God Mavin's here, because Gavin, that was great. And then at the end, we got him a t-shirt that had a mushroom that said Mavin on it. Hope he still has it.
It was great. I hope he has it too. That was like great.
Speaking about interesting things that we had on set or that people wore, or maybe that your characters had, one of the questions was asked, and that last question, came from Nicholas MWP over on Instagram. Thank you for sending that our way about the pranks. Was there anything that you took from the show that you loved that your character had? Like I have 2 of the Vote for Paul buttons. That's what I took from the show. I have 2 of those because I have the cheesiest, most ridiculous. I guess it's just my smile, but when I look at that button, I'm like, there's no way I'm really that cheesy, but I guess I am. But anybody else take anything from their character? Anything that you loved from your character? Or
I took my M necklace. I didn't tell anyone. Sorry. But now it's downstairs in a little box. It's really cute. And I also took the sophomore sleepover like little picture strips, and I have
the photo booth. Yeah,
the wristband too. I kept all of that, and I thought it was right there. That's why I like disappeared for a second, but it's somewhere else, so I'm gonna have to dig that up and find it and pray for it.
I also have those.
I have one of the I forgot. It's sort of one of the dice that Zion gave us when he arrived with stuff.
The Nepalese bone dice.
Yes, I was like, I have one of the
back season 2, okay?
Yeah, I have one of the dice.
Okay, bring it back.
I will.
Hey, that's how I ended up with one of only 5 existing Dylan Panthers state championship rings that were ever created from Friday Night Lights. Is I just kind of wore my state championship ring home because they had to put it on a necklace because my character couldn't wear the actual ring. So I just kind of tucked it in my shirt, took it home. And now I have one of 5 existing Dylan Panther state championships rings. So yeah. Ray, did you take home any flannels?
No, why are you guys stealing all the stuff?
Ray and I are professional. We don't take anything.
No, you get
on, Felix. You don't have anything for Marcus?
No,
Nothing at all?
I want his t-shirts, but I don't have anything. I didn't know we could.
We can't.
Well, Felix, you were like, I want one of Marcus's jackets, and I was like, if you're good, we'll see if we can work that out.
Yeah, he has a nice jacket.
Can I have
look, we'll be able to ask for this stuff at the end of the 4th season, right?
Yes.
I took one of George's plants and put it in my apartment in Toronto just to kind of spruce things up a little bit. And then a bunch of sheet masks from Ginny's birthday party that were left over that I just
There were
used
sheet
personally.
masks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, ton. Everywhere.
That's
Fun.
that's incredible. Okay, thank you, Maria Ale 3011 from Twitter for getting many of us in trouble. Brianne, I'm going to stick with you actually for this next question. What you drink a lot of wine on the show, but what are you actually drinking? Are you drinking wine? What is that in
That's
that,
just wine.
that cup?
We just wanted everything to be easy, real. No, I'm kidding. It was a little bit, I think for the most part, it was black tea. And then sometimes variations of like cranberry juice with sparkling water, things of that sort. But they were so sweet and would let us taste test it beforehand, which I thought was really thoughtful.
Okay, that question came from Lisa Buff 5 on Instagram. And another question for you, Brianne, as well. The Southern accent, was it difficult to grab a hold of for you? Or what was the process of learning that?
It was so much fun. I didn't know. I feel like once I kind of found my rhythm with it, it was just so Georgia, and I couldn't picture it being any other way. And I kind of love that you see Georgia weaponize it. There was a lot of code switching, figuring out who she's talking to when she wants to dial it up, when she wants to turn it back down a little bit. So it ended up being this added layer that I feel like added so much to it.
That's awesome. That came from @GNG_obsessed on Instagram. Thank you for being obsessed with the show. Let's stick with the accents. Diesel, Felix, Australian accent. You guys turn it on and off throughout the day, which I don't think I could ever do.
I don't.
Well, Diesel does, yeah, right?
Yeah.
You just come off and you're no longer. So you keep your accent all day, Felix?
Yep. It's a muscle. It's like I can't go back and forth. It makes my Australian sound weird and my American sound bad. So I have to just stay as an American. But it's just a muscle, and it's a sort of it's not necessarily difficult when you get to work, but it's the work, it's the 6 months, 7 months of prep beforehand to make sure that it sounds good. So that you're not thinking about it on set. Someone just in the chat just said, do the accent. So, all right, I'll do the rest of this as an American. You have to practice talking like an American rather than being an Australian, putting on an accent. You do the rest in American.
After this question, so it doesn't spoil it. Well, for me, I just like switch it on and off. It's quite easy for me because my mom does lots of accents and stuff. I've just kind of like learned off her, just hearing her like do lots of them over the years. I've just like learned from it. And I feel like also a bit of YouTube, because there's a lot. When I was young, I used to watch like a lot of YouTube, and most of them are like American stuff, and I feel like I just like kind of just listened to that like when I was little. So yeah.
Right. Awesome. There was another language that people had to learn to speak in the show. The Baker family all had to learn sign language. Jennifer, how difficult was that to get a hold of? And then did you find yourself just continuing to learn more, or did you only learn what you learned for the scenes?
Well, for me, I found it very challenging. Sarah and Felix seemed like easy breezy with it. They really picked it up quick. I needed a lot of support. It's sort of like when people first skate and they get that metal thing to help them along. That was sort of me learning ASL. And so I got Amanda as my coach, and I worked at it a lot. Now that I know we have season 2, I'm trying to warm into it before we get there. So doing the alphabet again and all that stuff, because everybody knows finger signing for me was my deepest fear, because I can't spell. So it's 2 things I can't do. I can't do signs and I can't spell. So it's both of them. It was bad.
I will never forget you doing the lights, or hot dog stand with the lights, the glow lights.
Yeah. What is because the person that asked the question said, we heard about the glow stick incident.
Yeah.
It was at L Howie Peach and at Judy.Bell 101. that asked this question. They said they heard about the glow stick. What is the glow stick incident? Do you know what this is?
Well, I run it a certain way with Amanda, and then we were all running it, right? Felix and Sarah and I did what I thought was glow stick, which was like a can, but there was something about it that meant something very different.
I mean, can't say what it means.
I can't say because
Okay.
Can't say it on TV. It's too rude.
Other young people watching. Something.
Can't even say it. Can't even say it on Netflix.
It's NC-17. Just put it that way.
Okay, we'll move on from the accents and the languages we had to learn. That was from @HowieGCLD as well. All right, let's move on. One of us has an early call time tomorrow. Sarah is currently working, and we ran a little late, so I want to give her one last question and let her go for the night. I know she's got to get to bed and she's got to be up early. Sarah, what is your favorite Max moment? And what did Max mean to you? And that is from Anush Dewase on Instagram.
Oh my God. Well, I think everyone who knows me knows what Max has meant to me. I mean, it's like literally fundamentally changed my life, but also just how I view the world. And she made me really fearless. And that was something that I'm going to remember forever. My favorite Max moment, come on, man. I don't think I can choose one. I really love, obviously I love when she's crazy and nuts and energetic, but I really enjoy the moments when she's vulnerable. And so I really love her scenes with Sophie, especially her breakup scene. I felt like that was super emotional. And I just really liked seeing that side of her and getting to explore that. So I mean, obviously Sophie forever, but that ended. Yeah, I love Maxine more than anything, and I'm so, it's so surreal, and I'm so thankful. Thank you.
Well, thank you, and thank you for sticking with us tonight, Sarah. We really appreciate it. I know that that this call time came up on you in a hurry, and I'm so sorry about the technical difficulties. And this goes out to the audience too. Thank you so much for sticking with us, and thank you to all the panelists for sticking around. We're going to take a couple more questions. We're going to grab some out of chat, but we're going to say goodnight to Sarah. So good to see your face.
I love you all so much. My cheeks are
Love you.
Bye.
Have a wonderful night. All right. SXFTX Max on Instagram wants to know, how long does it take to shoot one of our hour-long episodes of television? It's like only an hour. How long does it actually take to shoot is the phrasing of the question. Sarah, Deb, do you want to take this one?
Take it away, Deb.
I'll quickly explain production. We do what's called block shooting. And in our first season, it took us 15 and a half days to film 2 episodes of television. 5 blocks, 10 episodes, 15 and a half days each.
It's a long time.
There you go, out there, everyone.
No, it is not.
Which is pretty, no, I know. Yeah, it's pretty quick for a TV show. Yeah.
And you're shooting out of order.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you shoot parts of episode 2 before 1 or 4 before 3. So you're like, sometimes you shoot the resolution before you shot the conflict.
Right. Due to, scheduling, just like Bree said, they might be doing this totally, resolution scene before like the big crying scene. So sometimes just filming out of order, it's really hard sometimes. And we have a lot of people to try and help us make sure to remind the actors as well as ourselves where everyone is emotionally. It can be challenging.
Let's stick with Sarah and Deb for another question from chat. Katana Lester asked, as a teen who aspires to be a screenwriter in the future, what would be your biggest tip?
Find Deb and never let her go.
Aw, so sweet. I would say something, also with Sarah, that Sarah does a lot and does really well and probably better than I did at my career, but just always be writing something. Like, even if it's just like people writers say the term always be writing. It doesn't have to be like scenes it doesn't be 15 pages a day. Even if you're just writing down a moment, if you're just scribbling in your phone, like anything, a moment, a funny line, just have it always in the back of your brain thinking. That's all. Just try to be creative. Try to do something to feed your creative soul every day is what I would say.
I love that.
That's a great answer. That's awesome. Okay, this one's for Tony. What would one thing you, Tony, would say to Ginny if you got to meet her in real life? A piece of advice or just something offhand? What would you say?
Hey girl. Hey, what are you doing? Are you okay? No. Let's put down the walls for a second, baby. Let's just talk. Come here. I'll be your older sister. That's what I'd say to her. I'd be like, you're beautiful, you're smart. It's okay to not be okay. And then I'd take her to therapy and buy her an ice cream. And then maybe go to the police station with her just to like, figure some stuff out. No, but I don't know. I in a lot of ways, Ginny, I was similar to her in her insecurity, rather, I would say, when I was that age, and playing her again as an adult has really kind of brought me some sort of closure in certain aspects of my life. And, I would say just that, everyone is uncertain, and it's especially at that age, it's okay to be uncertain, and it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to not be perfect. And it's okay to be angry and to feel all of the feelings. But it's hard to not let that kind of rule your life. And especially it's hard to see that when you're young and you don't really have people you can confide in. So I would just try and help her confide in someone, just to let her feel like her voice is heard. Because I think everyone should be able to feel like that. So that's what I'd say.
We had another question kind of in that realm from Taylor. Oh, that last question was from Duri Hassan. Taylor in chat wants to know, for the people who played high schoolers in this show, which we have 2 left, would you have any advice for starting high school, freshman year of high school? Or if anybody else wants to jump in and offer some advice. I think I'm a little too far from high school to offer some right now, but and then a question for Jen, any advice, or Jen and Brianne, any advice from your characters to a mother who has kids going into high school or teenagers?
I guess I'll kick it off with, it's going to be all right. You're going to be okay. You'll find your mates. All the worries that you have, I'm not dismissing them, they're real, but it's everyone goes through it. Everyone has to go through high school. And the reason that there are so many shows and so many representations in culture of this time is because it's so difficult for everyone. And I think it's important to keep in mind is that everyone's got stuff going on, and you're no different, and that's fine. And
have fun. Yeah, I was going to say, also have fun and enjoy the 4 years that you have under the roof of a school, and just, the routine. I know it's very daunting, but it's your time to just try all of the interests that you want to try, and to just listen to all of the music you want to listen to, and do all of the things you want to do before you graduate and have to face, the next chapter in your life journey. Just have so much fun if you can.
And
I
want to add
go ahead,
to
Sarah.
that too. I'm like still in high school emotionally, so I mean, truthfully, no, I think that you are exactly who you're supposed to be at the exact right moment in time. And the more true to yourself that you can be, the better. Be as weird as you are, be as truthful and honest as you are, and always remember to be kind, because you have no idea what anyone else is going through.
That's awesome. And you know what? You can feel that in the show. You can feel that with every single character of our show. That advice that Sarah just gave, when you watch the show and you see even like Cynthia towards the end of the series, or when you see Abby acting out of character kind of as how she has acted in the beginning of the series and see the deterioration of her relationship with her friends, and then you go home with them and you see what they're dealing with in their home. You never know what someone is going home to. You see them out in the world, but you never understand what their life is really like, and having that empathy and gaining that perspective is just such an integral part, I think, of Ginny and Georgia, and that is laced throughout the entire show, Sarah. And you all do such an amazing job of allowing these characters to find that. It's pretty incredible. Something else that is laced throughout the show is amazing music. Amy Van Weert in our chat wants to know, how'd you find the amazing composers or music director that you did for the show? And how did that person come to be a part of this?
Kaya
Pino, music supervisor extraordinaire in Toronto.
She was phenomenal. Then our composers, Ben and Lily, who do the score, are phenomenal. But
also Agatha, who did our opening sequence. Excuse me.
And our editors are really good at finding music too. And some of me and Deb's friends' music found its way into the show too. So
that's awesome.
But the end of the question is Kaya. It's Kaya. Hi, guys.
Did anybody have a favorite song from our series? This was asked by Maria Ale 3011 as well on Twitter. I know there's a song that pops up every time, like Ginny and Marcus, like
make believe,
like,
the Logan.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Sarah Logan Paul, is it? Who's the artist? Logan.
It's not Logan Paul. It's
not Logan Paul. Not Logan Paul.
Not Logan Paul. Who's it? Logan. That's it.
Does anybody have a favorite song from?
I like "Cool Girl" by Tove Lo. Did I say that right?
Yeah, she's
That's my jam.
I like the living room dance party, America's Sweetheart one. Me and Mum actually like play it in the car like up to like 50 all the time. It's like our road trip song now.
Yeah.
I like the song that plays when Maxine and Sophie get together.
Oh.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Raven Lene. It's called Spice. Very nice song.
I like the song at the end of the pilot when Tony salutes and it hits it perfectly. It feels
so great.
It's like wow, 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 wow. That was bad.
I heard it.
That was bad.
People don't know our entire soundtrack from beginning to end, as well as the composers, is on Spotify. Look for the Netflix authentic. There's a lot of imitations, but there is a Ginny and Georgia official playlist by Netflix on Spotify.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't even know that. Okay, guys, we have come to the end of the night. I want to thank every one of our panelists for hanging in there with us. I want to thank everybody in chat for hanging in there. Like I said, I know people woke up worldwide to hang out with us in this evening and to raise some money for a great cause. Again, we've raised a good amount of money already for the Huntington's Disease Society of America. Every single dollar is going to go to helping families in need and to help find a cure for this thing. So I want to say thank you to everybody for doing that. But I also want to say, before we ask our last question of the night, to everybody out there who's with us tonight, if you could, going forward, just help us spread awareness, because every tweet, every retweet, every little spotlight of attention that we can get on Huntington's disease helps in a huge way as well. Huntington's disease is fighting for a lot of different things in the United States right now. There's something called the Parity Act that we're trying to become a part of. Anybody that's diagnosed with Huntington's disease in the United States of America right now has to wait for over 24 months before they can receive Medicare disability insurance, basically. And they have no way to support themselves insurance-wise. A disease like ALS is on the Parity Act, which allows them to bypass having to wait over 2 years before they can get help, which is insane that this country does that. But like I said earlier, we are a boutique disease. Not enough people talk about us. So if everybody out there in chat can just talk about us a little more, keep us in your hearts, keep us in your minds, and spread the word. every single word, every single dollar, everything helps. And so thank you so much for being here. And panelists, thank you so much to this family, this amazing cast and crew of people. I know we ran late, but just from the bottom of my heart, it means the world to me. So thank you so much. I want to end on a funny note. The funniest question that was asked throughout this entire process, to me at least, that I don't know if this is going to be funny to anybody else, but it is for Sarah Lampert. And the question is from Esme Song on Twitter: can you please write a jorts-centered episode where every character wears jorts and the entire episode is about jorts?
Tony, want to speak to that one?
Yes, let's do it, please. Absolutely.
I'm sorry, I was having flashbacks. Jorts, yeah. Well, maybe like an episode 11 kind of thing. Maybe we could do that.
Like a bonus episode, like
a bonus
season
episode.
2, episode 11.
It could be Ginny's nightmare. Ginny like has a nightmare and everyone's wearing jorts, and then she wakes up, she's like, oh my God. And then she's wearing jorts in bed. And it turns into a horror episode.
In all honesty,
you and I show up wearing jorts to the first day of filming.
Make it a musical.
Do it. In solidarity, we will wear jorts.
Yeah.
That
I want to see Paul out there lawn bowling in jorts. I want to see a number.
There has to be like a jort musical. That should be the musical.
The musical is called Jorts. Oh my gosh! Yes.
Georgia Jort musical.
Jorts.
Diesel has hit the nail on the head tonight.
Deb was sitting right next to me in costumes. This is not a Sarah thing. This is, look at Deb.
I flagged it so many times, and everyone was like, no. They're cute.
It's amazing. Seriously. Okay. This is the actual last question. And I think it's very important on an evening like this, where we've all come together. The question was from at twinning_Twillerby on Instagram. And it's for each of us. So we can go one by one. Would you rather have more time, or would you rather have more money? That is the question. And what is your answer, Deb?
More time. More time allows us to make mistakes, learn lessons, and enjoy that. Make mistakes, learn lessons. It's the only way to get through life. Don't be perfect.
I'm just going in order on my screen. Felix, more time or more money?
Very, very sweet, Deb, and that's very insightful and very lovely, but I would take the money, please. Thank you. I
almost did. I
think it's fun. You can do all those things with more money. If it's on offer, I mean.
Oh my God.
Brianne, more time or more money?
I don't know. I kind of want to say more time so you could give away all the money, but I think probably more time.
You're all lying. You're all wanting to take the money. Be honest, please.
Jen, more time or more money?
Well, how much time do I have? I guess that's the question.
How much money do we have?
I'll take the cash. If I'm going to 100, yes, I'll take the money. But no, obviously, if you just in that moment had to choose, of course, the time. But if I have lots of time banked, I'll go with the cash. Thank you.
Ray, how about you? More time or more money?
Everybody said everything funny already.
There's 3 more people after you that are going to say something funny. So think of something.
Then I'll feel really stupid. Well, now I don't want any time. I defer my time.
Defers
Give me
the
the money.
time.
I want the money.
Takes the money. Sarah, more time or more money?
Time.
Simple.
Diesel, more time or more money?
Well, I'm gonna be smart here. More time to film Ginny and Georgia. More time to film more seasons. As the seasons go, you get more money. More time, more money.
Wait, Joe, I know you're there. Everybody say hi to Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Joe, more time or more money?
To me, at this stage of my life, I mean, that's a young answer, but I would have to say time, because I've been alive with no money or not much, and I've been alive with it plentiful. And I really just think time with people, connections, this is the stuff that really matters. You know what I mean? And especially with kids, like, you want more time, because as we're getting older and older and your kids are getting bigger, you're like, oh, I need to be here forever, you know, for them. So definitely time, because money comes and goes, but it's the people in the heart.
Hear that, Felix?
That's awesome.
Well, exactly. The money comes and it goes. I want it to come back to me.
I
don't
definitely
ever
want
want it
you
to
on
go.
my team for Survivor, though, in the Survivor series.
Yes, I'll be there. We're gonna do Ginny and Georgia Survivor. Like, we'll run our actual own game.
What about
Tony,
So-
more time or more money?
More money, because when you have more money, you have more time because you don't have to work. So
Yes.
it's the best of both
That's
worlds.
the right
I want to
answer.
be
That
a
is-
bored little rich girl.
Well done. I'm going to say I wish I had more time with all of you tonight, but we unfortunately are out of it. I want to say thank you again so much. I've said thank you 1,000 times, and I will say thank you 1,000,000 times more. I cannot wait to see you all in person and give you hugs. I've seen a couple of you, Felix, Tony, Deb, Brianne, the rest of you. I cannot wait to see you, to hug you, to hang out with you, to work with you again. It's going to be incredible. I wish we had more time to answer all of these questions. We only got to, I guess we got to almost 30 of them, which is pretty solid in only 45 minutes. It's my first time running a Q&A, so trust me, we are there for you fans. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the time that you spent with us, escaping to Wellsbury, making the show a huge success and allowing us to go back to work. I say thank you, thank you, thank you to the fans. I say thank you to HDSA for doing such great work and going forward, hopefully giving people out there that are struggling with HD more time as well. So thank you all. And until the next time we do this, all is well in Wellsbury. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.